The streets around a house in the Highview area of Louisville stayed blocked for most of the day as the EPA went through a home filled with explosive chemicals there. It comes as the city is deciding what to do about this home, saying the EPA will assess the home before they decide whether to move forward with a possible controlled burn. WHS 11's Grace McKenna and Chief Photojournalist Philip Merle spoke to city emergency officials about what's happening at 6213 Applegate Lane.
All day long, we have watched cars turn around at this barricade as the EPA went inside what's been described as a hoarder house, where city officials have said that Mark Hibble was storing dangerous chemicals and making homemade explosives. We now know that the EPA will have a say in what happens to clear that house out. Suiting up, city emergency officials put 6213 Applegate in the hands of the EPA.
If they don't think they can do this safely and pick apart every little piece of what's in that building, then they may recommend that that's the burning of the house is the best thing to do.
Monday, the agency walked through the home owned by Mark Hibble, found filled with explosive chemicals and laden with so much junk. The city previously said it was too dangerous to dispose of it all by hand. Emergency Management Director Jody Myman said bringing in the EPA adds a different set of skills to the mix.
They're a federal cleanup contractor that has similar situations that they've dealt with before.
Myman says it took a few days to get federal assistance requested and approved, and they are still thinking about a controlled burn while the EPA makes its assessment. According to an affidavit, Hibble had gallons of chemicals in the home, including primary and secondary explosives. The EPA will be running their own tests this week.
They're not moving any bottles or opening any bottles or anything like that, so they're performing some tests. They're going to take it back to their labs and see what kind of results they get. It'll be a couple days before they get anything, so but it's not a cleanup operation at all. This is mainly just a reconnaissance.
It could be days before we know those results, longer before a determination is made, and Myman said clearing the home without a burn could take weeks.
We feel like it's stable. Even leaving today, we'll make sure that the house is stable, it's closed up.
Leaving 6213 Applegate Lane locked down and this neighborhood on watch. In Highview, Grace McKenna, WHS 11 Night Team, on your side.
And if a controlled burn is determined to be the best course of action, the city has already said it won't be happening this week, and people living in the area will be given 48 hours notice if that's the option they do decide to take.